Hey everybody, happy Monday. I hope you're all having a great start to your week. I'm gonna just pause here and wait for people to jump on, and maybe you're all working and busy. There you guys are. So when you guys jump on, do me a favor, give me a hi, give me a heart, say hello, where are you watching from? I wanted to talk to you guys today about packing and going away, traveling with wigs, traveling with your Saint makeup, and I have some tips and recommendations for you guys. I get asked all the time, how do I travel with my wigs when I go away? So I'm in the midst of getting ready. Tomorrow we leave for Vegas, going on a couples trip, celebrating a really good friend's 50th birthday. Hey everybody, good to see you. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I hope this is helpful for you. I'm gonna go through what I have here packed. If you caught my stories, I was at the nail salon earlier today, got my nails done. I don't know, what do you guys think? I saw this on Pinterest. I've had my nails done like this before. I'm not sure if I'm loving it or not, but then anyways, my husband joined me and then we both had pedicures. My feet feels like a baby's bottom. They feel so soft. So anyways, that was really nice and relaxing. But this afternoon, I've got so much packing to do of actually clothes. And I don't know about you guys. Are you guys hey from Sandy, Naples, Florida? I don't know if you guys are overpackers. I am 100% an overpacker. I would rather have more with me and have options than, pack a small little bag and try to do my best with it. It's always been a downfall of mine. I pack way too much. But there's certain things that with my wigs and with my hair, I think it takes me longer to get my hair ready to go away than it does everything else. Hey from London. So, all right, let's jump into it. I'll start with the makeup and then I'll talk about the hair and how I pack it and all the things. So this is my makeup bag. Everything is in here, including my really large palette. I have a 3-decker palette in here. You can see the width of this. I've got my 3-decker palette in here that I'm taking with me. I've got the brushes that I'm taking with me, and I've got my mascara all in this. This is a SEINT brush holder. I actually use this at home, not just for travel. I keep all of my brushes in this while we're just at home. So I'll show you how it works, and then I'll show you what shades I chose because I did update sort of my palette a little bit to go away. And then if you guys have any questions, be sure to drop them in the chat. But so this brush holder sort of opens up like a big envelope, okay? It's got the 2 ends to the side and then folds down at the bottom to keep everything in. So like I said, I have my brushes that I'm bringing, including my 3-decker palette that I've got in there. So my mascara, it's the only other makeup that is not within my SEINT palette, right? My 2 favorite SEINT brushes, which is the detail brush and the blush and bronzer brush. I'm going to take the line brush because I use this to put my brow wax on to get my brows tamed and in the right direction. And then if I'm filling my brows, I use this end of the line brush. I've got an eyeshadow brush and I brought this brush. So this is the shape brush. And I'll be honest, we're going to Vegas. We're probably going to spend some time, not probably, we're going to spend some time during the day away from the casino and enjoy the beautiful weather. So when I sit outside or sit by the pool, very rarely do I wear makeup, but I'm with people and, all the things. Perhaps I might want to put just a little bit of coverage on the areas of my concern. And I'm going to use the shape brush for that. I can do all of my makeup with a really super light application with this shape brush. So it's got a great domed end. Any brush, when you guys are choosing brushes, any brush that has fluffier, longer bristles is going to give you a lighter coverage, and this brush is perfect for that. So I'm definitely taking this. Here's my 3-decker palette, and I went through it last night and updated it just a little bit with the things that I wanted. Now, there is a lot in here, ladies. You do not need you don't need any or all of these things by far, okay? I like, just like my clothes, I like to have lots of options when I'm away. So I'll show you guys what I updated this to be, okay? These are two of my accent highlights, which think of accent highlights like your concealer, right? It's where I add lightness and brightness down the middle of my face, around my eyes. I like having two different accent highlights. It's just for me. Could I get away with just one? Absolutely, I could. Okay, so that's Sunlit, and this is Athens. So if I'm getting a lot of purple discoloration on the inner portions of my eye, because perhaps we go out and have some fun one night and I'm a little bit tired, Sunlit is going to do a good job in filtering away some of that purple discoloration around my eyes. And then these three are my main highlights. And you may have heard me talk about this before. You don't need more than one. In my opinion, it is ideal to have more than one. And it's because our skin tone is very rarely exactly the same from one day to the next. And for me personally, my skin tone changes pretty drastically when I get in the sun. Despite wearing all the sunscreen you can, my skin just tans very quickly and really fast. So I have Hazel, Mango, and Goddess. And these are kind of lighter to darker. And I can play around with these three main highlight shades while I'm away, depending on, if I get sun on my face or not. And then these are my two contour shades. These are my favorites. This is Olive and this is Astoria. And then I put, of course, my brow wax. I use it every single day. And this level, I've put some of my really favorite lip and cheek colors. So this one is Venice. It's gorgeous. How I personally love wearing Venice is topped in the middle once I've put nude on. So that's nude. That's what I have on my lips right now. I like taking Venice and putting just a tiny little bit in the middle. What I think is fun is when you have these shades, you can be as creative as you want to be and mix and match and have a brand new shade, right? This is called Black Cherry. And this is one, if you guys haven't seen my reel on Black Cherry, please don't let this one scare you. I will swatch it for you guys. It looks almost black in the tin, but it's a gloss shade, which means it goes on lighter than it appears in the tin. Like that's it on my finger, this one right here. All right. It's buildable. I'll swatch it on, hold on. I'll swatch it on the back of my back of my arm here so that you guys can see it. It is the most beautiful fall shade and it's great for so many different skin tones. So of course I put Black Cherry in here. Let's see if I can remember everything. This is Pink Grapefruit. This is Sedona. This is one that I have been wearing on the regular lately, which is Sunshine State. If you caught my stories earlier today, again, this is a gloss shade and it goes on sheer. But I often will skip my illuminator, which gives me that sort of bright, beautiful looking skin. And I will use Sunshine State on my cheeks. Do you see that glow? I'm just in front of a window. There's no artificial light in front of me right now. There's no filters. There's no artificial light. And it's this Sunshine State that's giving a beautiful glow and youthful glow to my skin. And this one is Summer Love. This is Melody, and this is Tropicana. So again, ladies, you don't need all of the shades, but I like having options. And then this level, I've put eyeshadows. These are 8 eyeshadows that I've got. I've got my bronzer and 2 different illuminators on either side. And then these 4 are the demi color correctors. And these are the 4 that work the best for my distractions. So the distractions that I like to address are, the discoloration on the inner portion of my eye, some redness on my cheeks that I get, as well as sunspots or dark pigmentation. These 4 handle all of that for me. And if you guys need help picking demi shades, just DM me, Demi, and I'll help you out. So that is my makeup bag, right? Here's a few things that I love about it. Number one, it's TSA approved. So if you are somebody unlike me that is really good at condensing your packing and you take only ever a carry-on, you can take this on your carry-on, absolutely no problem. Although I do check a bag when I travel, I never, ever check my SEINT palette. And that's because I don't trust that the airline isn't going to lose my luggage. Maybe I have trust issues. I don't know. I put this in my purse or I put it in my carry-on. And because my makeup bag is so small, it's easy to do that. The second thing that I will tell you is I always keep a small, now this is an 8-tin palette, but I always keep at least a 4-tin palette in my purse of some lip and cheek colors. So on the go, you know, when I'm out at night or whatever, I have this. Sometimes what I will do is I'll put maybe one of my main highlights or my accent highlights in here as well as a couple of lip and cheek colors that I want to have with me on the go. So that's how I'm traveling with my SEINT makeup. I will give you guys a tip. Don't leave this palette out in the hot, sweltering sun sitting beside your lounge chair by the pool. Don't do that. And for those that have never worn SEINT or had a palette yourself, I'm sure you've had a tube of lipstick before, right? And you leave that tube of lipstick in your car and it melts and it's destroyed. That can happen to your palette. But this is what, if you make the mistake, you leave it in your car, mistakes happen. If it happens, don't open the lid. Don't open the lid. Just take your palette right side up, put it on your counter, and leave it. The makeup will return back to its solid form, and there's nothing wrong with the product. It's not harmed in any way. Just resist the urge of opening up and looking to see how it is. Sit it there and let it cool. It's all going to be good. Okay? All right, This I will be taking this with me. This is a SEINT setting spray. So it's hot in Vegas. Perhaps more so for this Canadian girl that thinks the temperature in Vegas right now is still hot. And it is for me. I use this SEINT setting spray every single day. I spray it on a damp perfector sponge, which is like a beauty blender. And then I bounce it off my face. Keeps my makeup set, looking great all day. And it can also take off any excess. If I've been heavy-handed with my makeup, by bouncing that perfector sponge on my skin, it will pick up any excess and just really give you a super beautiful, natural finish, okay? So that's my makeup. My hair. Okay, so again, I get asked all the time, how do you travel with your wigs? And I wish I could tell you it's something fancy, but it absolutely is not. This is how I travel with my wigs. Grab a large Ziploc bag. I'll show you. Hold on one second. So I think I have 5 that I'm taking, 5 full wigs. Okay, I'm taking 5 full wigs. We're going for 5 nights. So I figure maybe if I want to change up my look every night, I'll have one for each night. And then during the day, I'm definitely bringing my Hustle wig. This is the hat fall wig you guys see me wearing all the time. I will definitely be taking that with me. It's just easy, right? And I will also be taking a topper. This is a human hair topper from John Renault, and I curled it last night. I just added some waves. I don't typically wear toppers when I wear my hair down, but I personally love wearing toppers to add volume to a ponytail or to a bun because mine is just, the diameter is so tiny. So I will be wearing this by the pool for sure. But here's one of the wigs that I am taking, and this is Tressalure Sensational, and it's 1426 R10, I believe, the shade. So this is what I do. Number one, I turn my wig inside out. That's just going to help to protect the fibers, okay? Then I just take the hair when it's long like this, and I fold it like this. Let me grab me put this down. So I'm just grabbing a big Ziploc bag, and I'm just putting it inside there. Hold on. All right. And it's as easy as that. Now, I typically do not put all of, I understand that not everybody has multiple wigs. If you're traveling with multiple wigs, I would not put all of your wigs into your checked luggage for the same reason I wouldn't put your SEINT makeup palette in your checked bag. If they lose it, you want to have your hair when you get there, right? So I will probably put a few of my wigs in my main bag that I'm checking, but I will be keeping a couple of them in my carry-on, and it's easy, right? Because they're so tiny. So there's no magic to it. That's how I travel with my wigs. Now, there are things that I will take with me. Number one, for sure, this detangler, and this is the one that I use, which is Simply Stylin'. If you guys are interested in that, there's a link in my bio where you can purchase this and as well save yourself $5. There's a discount code in there. This I use particularly on my longer pieces. So on the lengths, on the nape, anywhere that's going to have friction, this is it for me. But you want to do a really small amount because less is more. It's 100% silicone based spray. I'm there for 5 days. I'm not washing my wigs while I'm away. So I don't need to take any, travel conditioner or shampoo with me. And I'm also not bringing any stands with me. Typically what I will do if I want to be honest, I typically end up keeping my synthetic wigs in their bag until I go to use them. If I am traveling with human hair, I will take it out when I get there. But what I'll often do is I'll go into the closet and I'll get one of the hangers and put the hanger loop right through here, and then I just hang up my wigs in the closet, and that's how I keep them. So you can get collapsible wig stands if that's something that you want to do. I've seen and you can find them on Amazon. They're really super inexpensive. I've seen other women that have used, lamps in their hotel room as a wig stand to put it over the top. Just don't leave the light on, you don't want to damage the fiber. But those are all, ideas as well. Let's talk about going through security, because I know for many of you that are new to wearing wigs or thinking about wearing wigs, that whole idea of being found out going through security worries a lot of people. I was like that at the beginning. Now I don't care, but that's just my level of comfort at this point in my journey. It was not always that way. For example, but I'll give you a recent story. A couple months ago, I went to Nashville for a girlfriend's 50th, and I was wearing the hustle wig, and I was wearing my Nashville hat, just like I am today. And so I'm walking through security, and I walk through the thing, and they said, "Ma'am, can you take your hat off?" And I joked with my girlfriend. I said, "I wonder if they're going to ask me to take my hat off," because she knew I was wearing, the hustle wig. And sure enough, they asked me to take my hat off. So I did this. The look on the girl's face, guys, was priceless. She starts laughing and she says, "Where the heck is the rest of it?" So, you know what? We ended up having a great laugh. I then put my hat back on. She's like, "By the way, it looks amazing." And I said, "Well, thank you." But so that may happen. If you wear the hustle wig or a hat fall wig through security, they may ask you to take your hat off. If you're wearing a full wig, I have done that many, many times and walked through security. And despite the fact there are those metal stays in many of the ear tabs on many of the wigs that you see me wear, they have never set off the security. I've never been flagged to take my wig off. There was one time, I forget what it was, because it didn't, when you walk through the security, the alarms didn't go off. I know what it was. It was really early on in my journey. I think it may have been one of the first times I went through security, and I was not comfortable, right? I was thinking through my head as you're going through that line, I'm thinking, he's going to know I'm wearing a wig. He's going to make me take off my wig. Oh my gosh, I'm traveling with people I know. What are people around me going to say? Like all of those thoughts going through my head. So now I'm remembering, he didn't ask me anything and didn't require me to do anything. I just started spilling the beans to him in anticipation that he wouldn't ask me to take my wig off. And he was super kind. There was zero issue. So I hope that by sharing some of my experiences in traveling with wigs and traveling with my SEINT makeup helps you. But at the end of the day, although it took me a little bit more time to get my wigs together, for traveling for the next 5-6 days, when I'm there, it's fast, right? I get to put on my hair and do my hair in 15 seconds. My makeup takes me 5 to 8 minutes. So when I'm there, I can actually enjoy myself. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I will be still doing color matches, and I'll be responding to your comments while I'm away on vacation. So this isn't me saying bye for 5 to 6 days. This is me just hoping to help if you have travel plans in your future too. Okay? All right, everybody. You guys have a great week. Take care.